Hi, my name is Bill Dennison. Welcome to the U.S. component of this U.S.-Australia Water Partnership. I'm talking to you right now from the shores of Chesapeake Bay on the east coast of the United States. We're in Annapolis here. The capital of the United States is Washington, D.C. right over here. So what I was going to talk to you about is three aspects of water that I think are important in both the U.S. and in Australia. The three things are that water is essential for life. Secondly, that water is essential for great civilizations. And thirdly, that water scarcity is going to be part of our future. There was a quote by Leonardo da Vinci that said that water is the driving force of all nature. Water is the majority of the human body. Water is something that we need to have within hours or maybe a couple days, or else we cease to live. We can go without food or shelter for much, much longer, but we can't go without water. Water is the first thing that relief missions bring into places that are devastated by natural disasters. Water is the thing that we search for with our interplanetary probes looking for life. What we're really looking for is water, because if we find water, that'll be the way we find life. Back when in the Mesopotamia, in the Tigris-Euphrates rivers in the Middle East, that was essential for that civilization to flourish. The Egyptians had the Nile River. The great European cities are on the Danube or the Seine or the Thames. The great civilizations in China and India are nourished by the rivers that flow off the Himalayas reliably. The Yangtze in China and the Ganges in India. So water is really essential for civilizations. And if you don't have water, you become nomadic. The Aboriginal Australians, the Bedouins in Africa, they're moving around to look for water because it wasn't plentiful. Right now we have about 8 billion people, thirsty people on this planet that need water to drink and bathe, but also need water to grow crops, to have food. So these, out of 8 billion people, over 1 billion people today do not have access to safe, reliable drinking water. So is that going to change? Undoubtedly yes, for a couple reasons. First, population continues to expand, but more importantly, the climate's changing. So it's not just global warming, it's actually climate variability. So we have droughts, searing, crippling droughts punctuated by extreme events, hurricanes and cyclones and typhoons that are bigger and more frequent than ever before. We also have changes in the sea levels because of the warming of the surface ocean and the melting of the glaciers. So we're starting to see inundation in lots of shallow or coastal areas. What we need to do is learn from each other. In the US, where we have relatively plentiful water, in Australia, where water is very scarce, the 20 million people in Australia living along the coastal fringe, the 300 million people in the US living along the great rivers and the coast, need to figure out how we deal with water for the future. So we really look forward to learning from everybody. Welcome to this module, and we'll look forward to seeing what transpires in the course of this program. Thank you.